The family was quite happy here, and it was while they were living here that Katie Nay was born, who we called Auntie. The older children made many little Mexican friends and learned to speak the language. On Sunday afternoons, the family would usually take a walk through El Paso. My guess is on Sunday mornings they got up and went to church, and then in the afternoons they would go for a walk. The homes along the streets of the downtown district looked like the homes in East Texas towns they had left so long ago. The main streets of El Paso were built on an open square with hitching posts all around. This was called the plaza, and there was a water fountain in the center of it. In the middle of the fountain there stood a statue of a little boy. The little boy was holding up one of his boots, and the water would flow through the hole in the toe of his boot. This statue made quite an impression on the older children, and they passed the story of the little boy and his boot on to their children and grandchildren. While Pa Day was working at the smelter, he kept hearing stories of the mining being done at Cook's Peak, New Mexico. He still longed to make his fortune in the mining business. After many months of persuasion, he finally convinced Piney that they should move to Cook's Peak. They bought a big wagon and a team of good horses. They made careful plans for the trip, since it would take several days with the heavily loaded wagon. The day of departure finally arrived, and they loaded all their possessions on the wagon and headed for Cook's Peak.